Hi guys, time for another 1 minute urban gardening update. Just wanted to show you some stuff that's kind of happening right now. I want to show you these cucumbers. They are huge and they are showing no signs of stopping. They have outgrown the trellis that I put them on, made of PVC pipe and some netting stapled to it. And if I had one twice this size or 3 times this size, I do believe they would keep going. They're not stopping. And so just in a Coleman cooler, and that's the net pot that they're growing in. I thought I'd show you some of the things I was using. That's what's inside the cooler with those little clay pebbles. And I want to show you the fertilizer that I'm using. Fertilizer is Floor Grow Series, made by Hydroponics, and as you can see, that's the ratio of fertilizers and what have you. One's for greening up, one's for blooms, and one's for the roots. I think there's another one called Floralicious. I'm not sure what it does, but it's got some stuff in it. Whatever it is, the cucumbers love it. As a matter of fact, I can't think of a more efficient way to grow cucumbers than in a cooler like that. If you're going to get a spread of leaves, canopy like this, it's crazy. And the cucumbers are all over this thing, so I would show them to you, but I'll save just that for another thing. Now, look at these tomatoes. This is a piece of paper that I'm holding right here, and look how big this thing is compared to these. That is a huge beefsteak tomato. It's bigger than my hand now, and it's not through growing. It's still growing. Crazy. This thing's just gotten as tall as it wants to. It's still not through. It's going higher and higher. Now, I will say not everything has responded as well as the cucumbers and the tomatoes. The bell pepper, I think I overwatered it, and so I looked in there the other day, and it was just, the water was all the way to the top, and it didn't do too good. Now the eggplant seems to be doing about as well in the bucket as it does in the dirt. The cherry tomatoes, they're doing great. I could have strung them up a little bit higher. Squash is leaving something to be desired. I don't see any squash on here, and I'm trying to, I've given it the same care I gave the other things, but it's just not doing as good as the other things that are being grown hydroponically. Yeah, so I've got a caterpillar on this thing that's chewing up my leaves, and doing my best to keep everything organic by not using pesticides, but I tell you what, it's frustrating looking for a tiny caterpillar that's doing that kind of damage and you can't seem to catch it. I'm getting ready to fertilize the tomatoes, and this is the color of the liquid whenever you pour it into the bucket. And I'll tell you that tomato now today we got up to 99 degrees and that bucket's empty. That's good and bad. I'm using 5 gallons of water, but the truth is that's good because I'm not watering the weeds, or I'm not watering dirt. It's not evaporating and going other places. The only place I'm losing it is to transpiration and the actual plant growth and fruit growth and root growth. So really a very efficient way to water your plants. And for those guys who say you can overwater your tomatoes, that's not true. You can put them in as much water as you want to, as long as you leave the breathing roots exposed to air. You can fill them up and put them in a 5-gallon bucket, as you see, and the same thing goes for cucumbers. That thing's filled jam up with water right now. I'm gonna pull up this thing and let you see, and it's all the way up to the top. The only thing is that little black cup has breathing roots in it, and those long white roots that you see, they just keep on going down to that thing and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they love to drink it, and as a result the canopy gets bigger and bigger and the fruit get better. I think when you run out of water, that's when the cucumbers get those little skinny spots in them. As long as they have that water consistently, the cucumbers stay straight and long. These cucumbers are called straight 8s, by the way. And so if you have any questions, I've got more answers than I've got time to show you on this video, and I'm finding out more stuff as I go along with it. So I'm learning as I go along with the hydroponic. This is my first time doing it, and I've got some lettuce that's growing too, but I'm too ashamed to show you that right now. It's just not doing very good, but I'm not giving up on that because lettuce is a really good thing to grow. Now, I said it was going to be 1 minute. I lied. It has been 5 minutes. I've got to get out of here. Hope you guys have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.